Now, sorry about that. Diary entry for the 6th of December 2015. Now, yesterday I would have said to you it was actually a neutral day. Like I said, being positive and negative. This day, or today, the 6th of December, very mixed emotions. Or very mixed emotive feelings the whole day. What I mean is that it all started off just before I went to bed. I checked my online banking site and I noticed that my debt had been lowered from 100 euros down to 30 euros. So that still means I was in debt, minus 30 euros. So while I welcomed this, it's not what I was promised or what I had expected more so. As I don't got 70, I was promised 84 euros 50 cents. Didn't happen. Again, I repeat, I'm extremely worried about my finance. Oh, you said Christmas cards, prezzies, etc., etc. And also, of course, the bills and rent. Because they've yet to be paid, and my rent will be paid on the double. Now, like I said, if this social welfare had happened, I've said this on numerous occasions, on hundreds of times, to everyone I can think of. My sis, my parents, my English notes, etc., etc. If that had been dealt with throughout the year, I'd have no problem. Because why? I'd do without pocket money, okay, big deal, whatever. But, like, I also would do what I have food that can be handled. Like, look what I'm doing right now. But, because it's Christmas time, I buy presents for people, I buy cards, stamps, and when I don't get cash from the state I'm in, I'm not on a limbo. If I tell my dad, like you, as I'm about to explain, he asks me, but what exactly are you paying your, or use your money on, George? Like, we gave you XYZ. What are you buying stuff with and all that? I just couldn't tell him. I'm buying presents. Or not presents, sorry. I'm buying cards, sorry, for... Oh, what the hell was it? Oh, the stamps, sorry. I'm buying international stamps. Like the other day, I paid 20 euros worth of international stamps, which is €1 5 cents per stamp. That's about, I think about 10 or 20 of them or something like that. And my dad obviously is not in favor of me sending out cards internationally, unless if it's a person I met in person, like his relatives being the Yobs in America, what do you call them? Oh, the Morans and all these, listeners and all these, right? He doesn't mind that. But what he does mind if I go to send Christmas cards to people who I've not met in person. But for me, through my Facebook, I've actually met them in person. So that's how I'm able to actually. What's this wrong with it? There we go. So long. So what I'm trying to say is, if I go to what am I saying here now? Oh yes, well my dad, he don't really like if I go to actually send Christmas cards to people who I've not met. But personally on Facebook, I've actually met these people. Now this year, because of all the ongoing social welfare issue, I've actually shortened my list of people I send cards out to people who I actually do know the term friend, right? So moving on, so it then got into sleep, nothing new, so precious. And whatever I did in terms of having added, my neck hasn't been any better. Now, what I must have done is, when I go to pull the sleeve, right, like that, I must have done it so hard because the neck here, he suffered it, and it was for full 24 hours. Cause when I was going to bed, my neck was a bit pain to a certain degree, but after sleep, when I woke up with a sharp pain in my neck, literally. So then I woke up, and then my first event of the Christmas season of concerts, the Dublin Game Chorus, was to hold their Holly and the Ivy concert. That's the name of the thing, in the Pepper Canister Church, otherwise known as Hope St. Stephen's Church, right? But while showering, I heard my doorbell ring. Never did I thought that it would be my sister, because she at the time told me, "No, I'm not into that. I'll see you when you get back, or give me balls, and I'll see if you want me, and I'll see George if I want you over," or something like that. But as happened, she was at the door, so because she wants company or whatever, or not company. She wanted to get out of her house, I think, or something. So I let her in, did her business, well, downloading anyway, and I continued showering. But when I was showering, my neck come. What was I doing with the neck during the shower? Now, that bit I don't understand now. Oh, listen. No, I just don't. I can't remember exactly. I must have done something in the shower. Other than wanking, of course. Leaving that aside, though, I hardly doubt that did it. No, I'd say maybe. Oh yeah, I was not shaving those. I think it's when I was shaving my shoulder or something like that. I think I was shaving, yeah. And I went to twist and my neck got worse. So there I head down to the concert. Well, it was most enjoyable, don't get me wrong, it was most enjoyable. Especially the beautiful rendition of it's just so good. I even got teary because of the powerful voice in it. I hope to upload some of the videos as well. I was disheartened though to learn, or not to learn, I was disheartened that there was no decoration along the tree. Not even a crib was there. Now, I even asked why my sis, why this is so. I think that's because of the decorations or something. I don't know what I asked my sis about. But anyway, I had about. Now, my Lumie, which is Windows Phone, this little gadget, right? Which you obviously have been. I actually submitted or the way not submitted, which I posted is where I'm thinking of unboxing that particular video or unboxing the phone, sorry, and then but he unfortunately let me down this time. For example, now I wanted full video of A Holy Night and a few other songs, right? And unfortunately, Lumi says, "Look, sir, you don't have enough space on your phone, right?" Now I had about at least 2 gigs because I actually did clear stuff up, right? On both the phone memory and the SD memory. Yet it continued to say to me that I was out of space. So as such, some videos got corrupted. Stanley was not too pleased though. Oh, well, sorry, that's myself. During the concert, I got a thought that I just take as much IB Pro, of course, just after the pain of the neck. Because the neck was really bad that particular day. It is that bad. I then in the thought, I'm asked by Beaumont Hospital or whatever, whoever the psychiatric staff are, why did you do this, George? I don't, so whatsoever. So then, getting back to out of my thought, back to reality. While at the concert, I was telling Patrick and Eddie, who I joined for the concert, that along with my dad and my sis, we used to go around to the churches in the area and look at the cribs. Great memories. Like, this happened obviously well before I came out, that's a fact. We go around to every single crib, my sis, my dad, myself, to every single crib in the probably area. It's in like Donacarry, or our own Marino Church, St. Vincent de Paul, Rossmini, I think was the other one. I think someone else, some other church I can't think of. Oh, Whitehall, oh God, Whitehall on Drumcondra Road, well, Swords Road technically, sorry, excuse me. But that was the other place that we used to go around and just look at cribs. We also didn't have cameras in those days, so yeah, we couldn't take pictures, but we just admired them and looked at them, made prayers, whatever. I don't remember that bit. So then, moving on, and I went back to my sis from the concert, who was in my place. I stopped off at Super Value in Talbot Street to get Christmas cards from a Mason FB, and I noted €2.99 for 2 boxes, i.e. €6. Well, €5.98 if you want to be precise. However, the sales guy charged me €3 for both, i.e. $1.50 each. When I brought this issue up to light, a guy behind me said something. Oh yes, I don't know what the guy was on or something. He said something like, "Oh come on, mate, come on," something like, "There's nothing. We're waiting around," something like that. As in, don't be questioning it or hurry up or whatever. So fearing for my neck problem, I was on the constant lookout behind me, in case he'd twist my neck to kill me or whatever, right? That's what was happening to me, or constant lookout as I said. So then I came back to my place, went to Central in Fairview, and then on to 4-Star Pizza. I inquired about vegan bases. He didn't understand a word. I then said plant food. Still didn't get it. He did say he knew what gluten-free was, but that's not technically vegan because gluten means no wheat, or gluten-free, sorry, means no wheat. So I continued on to my sister's place, with herself of course. And while at her place I was applying for a new AIB card, and as I had lost mine, which I would need now as I don't have a PIN number anymore, and that I need to withdraw for myself in terms of personal income, etc. etc. Then I also realized that having a new card number, which I hadn't realized this initially, that I would be able to use a new card for use on my PayPal. So what I'm trying to say there is simple. My sis told me that AIB now, which is my bank, have a new system whereby you can order just a replacement card, which would keep your card number, or report lost or stolen. Now me, usually losing every time Dick and Harry and Everton, I reported lost. But with that, it means that I have to have a new card number, which also means that I have to tell all my bills company like Microsoft, oh god, now that I think about it, I'm gonna tell them that my bank card number has changed. And who else has changed? As I had withdrawn for myself in terms of okay, and also PayPal. So but PayPal had initially had put a block on one of my cards. So the fact now I may be able to use PayPal again, handy schmandy. Another thought came to light that if I want to pay for my vegan Christmas dinner, I can use my bank via my credit card. Yippee, as they say, or as what's her name? Not Spring, the other one, the aunt, Zelda, and she said yippee. But anyway, my sister had told me that a friend of the family had been in contact with my birth mother. Now why are we on about this now, this time around? Right, and as such, that I was advised that I stay away from my mother for other reasons. Right. Now what I mean is that if I were to look for her, that she'd be beaten up or something. This is what I was told initially, right? But before going to bed last night, I had told my sister that regarding the abortion referendum that may be coming down along in the next government, that if a woman, this is what I was thinking about going to bed, before going to sleep, right? If a woman has an abortion because of fatal fetal abnormality, i.e. no chance of the baby life in or outside the womb, then that would be acceptable. Sadly, there's not much you can do. But in the case of a woman being raped, the mother wouldn't want no contact with the rapist or attempt to grow a rapist's child. But with the child though, where my mother comes in is that I have come to terms that potentially that my mother may have been raped, and hence I am the result. And the father doesn't know. So that says she had to keep me something to that effect. So like I said, I'm in between. Like there's no abortion referendum if the new government is returned to power. If the current government, is returned to power in the next general election, which is June next year, they have actually promised, well, the Labour Party at the very least, have promised an abortion referendum. Now, initially, before I found all this out, I was saying go all the way for the women, because technically women have every right to do whatever they like with their own bodies, not the state or the government, right? Because years ago it used to be the Catholic Church, the church, but that's not the case. But because of this new enlightening, and now between two minds, because if my mother had got an abortion, you would not be looking at me on the thing, right? On the video YouTube. So, that's why I'm still between. Like, obviously, I agree that if the woman has been raped, then obviously, what can she do? Get rid of the child or whatever. But should the child, I don't know. There might be, scientifically speaking, there might be a way there might be a way that you could get rid of the child, but make that child grow in a tube, or out of the woman, obviously. Sorry, not kill it. I mean, get the woman or the child out of the woman, then grow it in a test tube or whatever, and then that way the child would not be killed. But at the same time, the child or the mother would not be affected, because why? It would not be growing inside her. So, I don't know. I'm sure, like scientists are coming with all crazy ideas. So I don't know. Anyway, moving on. So that's basically why I'm between two minds. So you never know. Anyway, look ourselves, and I'll speak to y'all soon.